Hey, what's up? It's David and welcome back to the channel SOS Collector. It's been quite a while. There were some health issues in the family, so I gotta take a break from all of these. But it feels really good to be back here with you guys. And I know, please no more Mera, no more Amber Heard. But what can I say? I think she's really beautiful in the movie and she portrayed the character pretty well. And look at the statue. Who could say no to this? So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna do a quick review on this bust and later you will see a side-by-side comparison with another Hyperreal Mera statue from JND. And let's see which one has the better likeness, the better sculpt, and the better paint job. Let's go. Now, starting with the base, on the front you can see this Mera symbol, and on the side there are these beautifully made bluish transparent crystals, which really suits her power to control water. And it goes all the way to the back. And be careful when you're handling this. It's hefty and fragile, which is a really good thing, and it doesn't look cheap. And at the back there is another symbol, and you can see that one gold seashell that I attached to the base right there. And we go to the other side, you can still see this ocean wave. It's really cool. There's another seashell attached right there. It's definitely way better than the Wonder Woman base. I think it might be one of their best base so far. Going up to her suit, it is all sculpted. What I love on it is there are so many different details over there. It's got different textures and different patterns. And I also love how they sculpt these gold patterns on her arms. They're painted very well. And the patterns that are like marbles or shells, they all have different paints. So they are not just one green color. Look at the hand. It's made of platinum grade silicone, and the paint is stunning as always. Very lifelike. And the silicone on the hand is softer and squeezy. And look at the skin tone. It's freaking cool. On her right arm, well, I love how they thought of giving this water effect as she's using her power, and it's calming and flowing beautifully all over it. The right hand is the same material. It's also super realistic and lifelike. See those lines on her palm? They look exactly like the ones on our hands. And look at those details on her fingernails. You can see her cuticles right there. The paint is just crazy. Man, I'm just speechless. And you can almost see her fingerprint right there. That's just crazy. I know you guys are waiting to see the details in this area. And man, I'm just as curious as you are. And I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. The material on the chest area is not soft at all. It is much harder than the ones on the hands. But the skin tone, I just love it. It's so beautiful and flawless. And to be honest, I think it's too spotless. I prefer they made the specks or the red veins more pronounced or visible to give her more life. Maybe they chose to make the idealized version of her. Now this is what I call a great sculpt. The likeness is uncanny, and usually they're always stronger from the side angles. But this one, it's just like her from every angle. And as usual, they're using glass eyes, and the details on the iris is excellent. You can see the red veins on the white area, the eyelashes, the eyebrows, all real hair and hand punched one by one. And the sheen to her eyes makes it even more lifelike. They're just not joking about using high quality glass eyes for their life-size bust. The lips color is accurate to the movie, I think, and you could see those lines, they're beautiful. And this time they gave her teeth. And this is the one thing that looks a bit unnatural. I just couldn't see the shiny wet teeth in it. And the ears are a bit squeezy and they look pretty real to me. Looks great. Now the hair, just like their Wonder Woman bust, they planted the hair one by one. And the hairlines looks very natural. You could see all those strands just like real human hair. But just like with any woman hair, you just gotta take time to fix and style it to make it the way you want her to look like. And as you can see here, the hair came out pretty much curly up out of the box. And I just love the vibrant red color on Mera's hair, which definitely will make her stand out in your collection. The skin tone is excellent as always. She does have the lighter skin than Wonder Woman. The paint of her makeup is also more pronounced here. But overall, I'm satisfied with the paint on her face. Actually, I think the likeness on this one is on par with their Wonder Woman bust. I'd even say it's slightly better. To my eyes, it's above 95%, which is really great. I also prefer her wearing her tiara just like in the movie. I think the sculpt's good, the paint is really great. I think she really looks like the Queen of Atlantis. When you move the hair away at the back, you could see all those details on the bodysuit, and I think it's pretty accurate. The sculpt, the patterns are really good, and you could feel all those different textures on the suit. It's really well made. And this is what I love about Infinity Studio bust. They made the whole body down to the torso. And the shape of her body is pretty natural. And this is the moment we've been waiting for. It's a battle between two Hyperreal Mera statues. I know there are two different scales, but they're both using platinum grade silicone, glass eyes and hand punched hair, so let's get to it. Now this base, I just love it. It is just so well thought and it really suits this Mera statue. You can see the Atlantean symbols and the way they designed the waves flowing all around it is just exquisite. And the magnets are also quite strong and secure. While the JND base is also a great one, they chose the simple but premium look, but to me, the Infinity base is the winner here. The base on the bust is definitely more interesting. But JND is a smaller scale statue, so they're able to make the whole body, and you could see all those details from the boots up to the hip. And this is where JND wins. The sculpt of the suit is better here. You can see all those wrinkles on the upper thighs, the hip and around the elbows, and the sculpt is so good that it looks like she's wearing a real suit on her body. I also love that they gave the gold paint on the dotted lines right there. I think it's more accurate. I think the sculpt on this suit is also really good. I like the color tone better here, and the paint on the shells are like beautiful marbles, all different to each other. While on JND, they're just painted lime green. But the sculpt on this suit lacks the realism. It doesn't have the wrinkles as you just saw on JND. About the pose, both are looking beautiful. But this one's more unique. Not to mention there's this beautiful water effect flowing around her arm. It's really awesome. And the silicone hand, I think both of them are equally good. The details are crazy, and they're both very lifelike. The difference is the fingernails on JND are a bit glossy. It's like she's putting on her nail polish. Now the silicone skin. It's like you're looking at a smooth and perfect woman's skin. That's one way to describe it. And the color tone is just amazing. And compared to what I see on JND, the Infinity's got a tint of yellow. And when you see this in person, you could even see the pores. Man, this is just beautiful, sexy and creepy at the same time. While on JND, The skin tone is a bit pinkish, and I'm in awe of what this company can achieve on a smaller scale statue. The details are even more visible. You could see the redness on the skin, the microveins, the specks and all. That is insane. The silicone material is also softer. I think there is just more life to it. So I'd give a win to JND on the skin tone and details. Going up to the portrait, which is the most important thing and the selling point of these statues. I think the Infinity Studio really nailed it this time. She looks just like Mera in the movie. The sculpt is on point, the paint of her makeup is beautifully done. Especially around her eyes, the paint is just perfection, and the likeness is on point from every angle. The JND portrait is also great, but from certain angles I think it's a bit off. And the paint around her eyes is a bit too dark for my taste. And of course, the details on the eyes are better on the bigger scale statue. To my eyes, the shape of her lips is also better on the bust as well. Now look at the hair. I think JND made the hairline looking a bit unnatural. It's like a straight line above the forehead. Actually, they nailed the hair once on the prototype. It was perfect. But on the final production, it's a bit downgraded. But don't get me wrong, I think she's still looking really gorgeous. Well, this is no competition. Infinity Studio always makes the best natural looking hair. The strands, the hairline, everything is just looking natural and way more lifelike. And I prefer the darker red color for the hair as on the bust here. So that's what I think on both these amazing pieces. So let me know what you guys think about these statues. Do you think they nailed the likeness this time? And which do you prefer to have in your collection? Please drop a comment down below. It's David and thanks for watching. Smash the like button if you like this kind of review with natural lighting and this kind of comparison. And please hit the subscribe button with the notifications bell on so you won't miss any future videos on the channel. Peace out.